Okay, so this is father and this is mother. Okay, just make long hair for mother. Okay, now father have so many type of cells. Father have so many type of cells and various type of cells, and every cell is having 46 number of chromosome. This and 23 pair. Okay, and this is known as 2n condition, and this is again known as diploid. What is the meaning of diploid? The chromosomes are actually in pair. Okay, chromosomes are in pair. I told you pair earlier. Just I need to find the diagram karyotype. I have shown you this so many times, but actually I need this again. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so chromosome always occur in pairs. I told you this is known as 2n condition. Chromosomes occur in pair, and this is known as 2n condition. These are chromosome. Okay, and this is known as 2n because every chromosome has pair. Now, some cells of father which are known as gamete mother cell. Okay, and these cells undergo in meiosis, so these are known as gamete mother cells. So these are gamete mother cells, and they will go under meiosis, and gamete mother cells are actually 2n in number. Okay, if 2n thing is applicable, then you will understand easily that they are 2 and then they have 22 pairs and they are diploid and 46 number of chromosome. Okay, so 46 number of chromosome here and 46 number of chromosome here, and GMC, gamete mother cell, go under the process of meiosis. That's why it is again known as meiocytes. Okay, they are known as meiocyte. It is again known as meiocyte. Okay, now I'm going to draw. Okay, not every cell is meiocyte. I told you earlier that not every cell is meiocyte. Okay, there are only few cells which are meiocytes. Only few cells are known as meiocytes, which go under the process of meiosis to form gamete. Now there are in meiocyte there are 23 pair in both of these. Okay, there are 23 pair. There are 46 chromosome, and the loading is only for 46 chromosome. The loading is not double, and loading is again for 46 chromosome for both of these cells. Now, instead of 46 chromosomes and 23 pair, I can draw only 2 pairs here. Okay, so this is first pair of chromosome, and this is another pair for chromosome, and here I'm drawing first pair of chromosome. Okay, and second pair of chromosome. I'm not able to draw 23 pair of chromosomes here because of the limited space is here. That's why. Okay, now the father is getting this set of chromosome from his father, and he's getting this chromosome. Okay, these are two homologous pair. What are homologous pairs? I told you that two chromosomes are equal size are together, and they are known as homologous pairs. So we have 23 homologous pairs. I told you this earlier. 23 homologous pair. I told you this. So he's getting this set. Okay, I told you that this set we get from father, this set, this set, this set, this set we get from father, and this set, this set, this set, this set, and this set we get from mother. I told you this earlier. Okay, and this is from he getting from his father. Same thing, he's getting this from his father, and he's getting this from mother. Okay, so this is suppose first number of chromosome, and this one is second number of chromosome. Now in first number of chromosome, first pair of chromosome, okay, he get two alleles. So from his father, okay, father from his father, it means that from father from his own father. So he is getting black color of eyes, black color of eyes or blue color of eye. Okay, and another color of eye he is getting from his mother is suppose green color of eye. Okay, and here the allele is for skin color or for height. Okay, so he's getting darker skin color from father, and he's getting lighter skin color from mother. Okay, here again Okay, for mother, she is getting this chromosome for his father and this chromosome from his mother, and she is getting this chromosome from his father and this chromosome for her father and from her mother. Okay, so we know that how we get chromosomes and how variations takes place. Okay, and now father, how father this will look. Okay, you know that father will look blue, father will be blue colored and dark skin color, because I told you that dark is dominant over light skin color and blue is dominant over green. Okay, now here the mother, and how father will look like, father will look like blue is blue eyed and dark. Okay, and what about mother? So mother is having black is eye color. He's getting black eye color from her father, and she is getting hazel eye color from her mother. And about skin color, okay, she is getting lighter skin color from her father, and she is getting darker skin color from her mother. Okay, so how she will look? She will look black eye color. Okay, and she will look darker skin color. Okay, instead, okay, she possesses the alleles. She has allele of hazel eye and she has allele of dark lighter skin. D is for skin, but she is going to look black eye and darker. She has alleles. Okay, father again has alleles, but the reason behind is that how things are dominating and how things are recessive. So I'm writing the code here. Okay, it's for blue, it's for green, it's for black, and this is for hazel. Okay, they have different kind of allele, but how they look. Okay, now I will tell you that this thing can explain some after some time. Okay, D for dark and this one for light. Okay, now I'm going to show you how gametes are going to produce. The next step. Okay, now the chromosomes are double here. You studied this in meiosis process. Okay, the chromosome will get double. So these chromosomes will get double. Okay, actually their branches are double. Exactly. Okay, so chromosomes are double here. And as their alleles are double here, so I'm writing the alleles here. Okay, this is blue. Okay, and the double one is again blue. Okay, and this one is green. So the double one is again green. Okay, I'm spotting the location here by this dot. Okay, now this is dark skin color, so it is double one, and it the chromatid. Okay, these two are known as chromatid. Now this is chromosome, first pair of chromosome, and they have developed chromatids. You have studied this in your 11th class. Okay, this one is again D. Okay, here this is black and the allele is black, and here, okay, this is the process of meiosis. I'm revising actually meiosis with very quick way, in very quick way. Okay, this is D. Okay, the double one, and this is D. Okay, and this one is D. Okay, so changing my page. Now these two, okay, this one and this one, or this one or this one. Okay, this one or this one, or this one or this one. Okay, so these are actually known as sister chromatids. These are known as sister chromatids. Sister chromatids are actually from single chromosome. Sister chromatids are actually two branches of same chromosome. Two branches of same chromosome. Okay, and this one and this one, these are two non-sister chromatids. This one and this one, okay, these two are non-sister chromatids. Non-sister chromatids. Non-sister chromatids are branches of two different chromosomes but homologous chromosomes. Okay, this is first pair and this is second pair, and these two are homologous chromosomes. Actually, homologous means that as these are homologous chromosomes, you have to be very cautious and you have to be very sincere while learning this particular topic, because everything is genetics is based on this particular topic. You will be asked to produce gametes in your examination. I am recording this one especially, and I will send you this after class or by tomorrow, so that if you have any difficulty or any doubt, you can see this thing 2, 3 or 5 times. You can draw this because this thing helps you to make gametes, how gametes are formed, and again it will helps you to understand that why variations are created. Okay, so these are homologous pair. Okay, now this is developing chromatid and this one is developing chromatid. Okay, this is how the chromatids are developing here. Okay, this is how the chromatids are developing here. So sister chromatid are two branches of same chromosome, and non-sister chromatids are branches of two different chromosomes. So I am drawing now two sister chromatids here, and there are actually crossing over, the pattern of crossing over. So this one, these are two homologous chromosomes. Okay, the first pair here and the second pair here, the first pair for mom and second pair for mom. Okay, okay, and first pair for dad and second pair for dad. And here you can see that they are developing these things. Okay, they are developing these things, and everything is doubled here. So in this particular condition, okay, there are 23 pair. Yes. Okay, there are 46 chromosomes. Okay, I considered this as pair and I considered this as pair. I considered this as pair and I considered this as pair. Okay, so actually there are two pairs. Okay, I started from two pairs. That's why actually the things occur with 46 chromosomes, but I'm not able to draw this. Okay, so okay, now here 23 pair, 46 chromosomes, and loading for 92 chromosomes. Okay, here the loading is only for 46 chromosome, and you can see how the chromatids are developed here. How the chromatids are developed here, you can see, and actually in both of these things, both of these cells, 23 pairs and 46 chromosome and 92 and loading for 92 chromosome. I have to write loading. Okay, loading here. Okay, loading for 92 chromosome. Here the loading is for 46 chromosome. Okay, because everything is double, and I told you that you cannot write 92 chromosome at any stage. Yes, there is double loading. Okay, you have studied cell cycle and cell division. There is a phase which is known as replication phase of DNA or synthesis phase of DNA. In that particular phase, there is double, the loading is double, the amount of DNA is double. Actually, here the amount of DNA is 2C, and here the amount of DNA is 4C. The amount of DNA is double, but the number of chromosome and the pair of chromosome cannot be double. It is not done. If it is done, then the human will be changed to some another species. Okay, so here there is a process of crossing over. You can see that how, okay, so the crossing over takes place between two non-sister chromatid. Okay, so these are non-sister chromatids. These two are non-sister chromatids. Okay, same thing I'm doing from another one. Okay, the thing is known as crossing over. this thing is known as crossing over. So crossing over takes place between two non-sister chromatids. They are chromatids of two homologous chromosomes. These two are two homologous chromosomes. These two homologous chromosomes developed their branches, and these branches are known as sister chromatids for one chromosome. And non-sister chromatids, I told you, okay, these are two non-sister chromatids, and crossing over takes place between two non-sister chromatids always. As they are doubling, okay, the alleles are again going in crossing over. So it is for blue blue eye, okay, this allele, and here the allele is in cross pattern, okay, blue eye, and here the allele is for hazel eye, I think. Okay, and I took hazel, okay, I took green here, so I have to write green here. Okay, this one is green, and here this one is green, and you can see the branch is in crossing over pattern. So the green color allele reaches to here. Now this is for skin color, and this is dark skin color. Okay, and you can see the branch is under the process of crossing over. So allele is under the process of crossing over, and here this is light color skin, and you can see the branch, another branch is under the process of crossing over. So here the D reaches here. Okay, same thing occurs for mom, okay, mother. Okay, so you can see, and I'm drawing the pattern here, the crossing over pattern here. So okay, now I'm drawing the alleles. Okay, these are BA and BA, okay, black and black. So they are in crossing over pattern. Okay, this is black, and the branch is in crossing over pattern. So the BA allele is in crossing over pattern, and here the hazel eye color, okay, and hazel eye color is in crossing over pattern, and this one is for determination of, okay, this one is, if this one is for, if this chromosome, just wait, okay, this pair is first pair of chromosome, and it determines the color of eye. So this one is again the first pair, and it is again determining the eye color. And suppose this one is second, fourth, or fifth pair, suppose this one is fifth pair, so this one is again fifth pair, because these pairs are determining the eye color. So actually I am telling you the process of meiosis in very short manner. And I'm telling you how gametes are formed. So you have to see this 2, 3, 5, 4, 6 times, okay, till you are not able to understand this. Okay, this one, and this branch is in crossing over pattern, you can see. So here this allele reaches in crossing over pattern, and here the dark skin color, and this branches reaches here, so it is dark skin color. Okay, now what happens, that they will separate. They are separating, so I'm separating them. Okay, so this one, this one, this one, and this one separate, and this one, this one, this one, and this one separate. How? Look how. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are separating 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is known as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this pattern is crossing over. Okay, when they are crossing, and actually they are exchanging their segments. Okay, I will tell you this in another section in much elaborate manner. Right now, I'm just telling you how gametes are formed. Okay, this is black. Okay, so this is branch number A. Okay, and this is branch number B. Okay, let's keep the numbers. Okay, this is getting green, again black, and again green, and here you can see that day, dark, light, dark, and light. Okay, here same pattern. It was blue. Okay, it was blue. Here the black, hazel, black, hazel, and here light skin, dark skin, light skin, and dark skin. Okay, now moving this on another page. These are the steps of meiosis. Okay, doing the same thing here. Okay, these are two chromosomes and two pairs. Actually, this is one pair and this is another pair, and now their chromatids are separated. Okay, I told you how these are chromatids. Actually, I told you these are chromatids. Okay, chromatids is you have to go for meiosis process. If I am not able to explain the meiosis here, because if I explain meiosis here, then I will be not able to finish my recent syllabus, which is from class 12th. Okay, so I'm just giving you very little idea here. Okay, now I have to write gametes. Okay, black, green, black and green, and here dark, light, and dark light. Okay, dark skin color, light skin color, dark skin color, light skin color. And here black. Okay, this is for blue. Actually, I don't know why I'm pronouncing this blue, black. This is blue. Okay, this is black, BA, black. So BA, hazel, black, and hazel, and here dark, light green, light, dark, and light and dark. Light skin, dark skin, light skin, and dark skin. Okay, so you can see how parents are going to look. Okay, now they are producing their gametes. These gametes are from father, obviously, and this is from mother. Okay, these are from father and this is from mother. Okay, the steps are like this. These are the steps. Okay, now what happens that they will form their gametes. So the most important thing that the formation of gametes. Okay, still, okay, I'm telling you that there is amount of 92 chromosomes. Okay, 92 chromosomes. Actually, now there is no chromosome and there is no pair. Actually, the amount of DNA is for 92 chromosomes in both of these cells. Okay, both of these cells, amount of, and one cell, one myocyte can produce 4 gametes. One myocyte can produce 4 gametes. Okay, now I'm only talking about 2 pairs of chromosomes. Actually, we have 23 pairs, and I'm only talking about 2 characters. One is eye color, and another character is, one is eye color, and another is skin color. Okay, but we have actually 25 to 30,000 characters. Okay, we have so many characters. I'm only talking about 2 characters, and we have 20 to 30,000 characters. So you can see the variations, how variations takes place. Okay, so here I'm drawing 4 cells, and 4 are gametes. One gamete from each cell, from mother and father both. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now you can see that how they will contain an amount of chromosome. Okay, one chromosome, one will go from here. Okay, and this another one is, okay, now any red one can go to any cell. Any red one can go to any random gamete. Okay, this one can go to here, this can go to here, this can go to here, this can go to here. Any random chromosome from first pair. Okay, these are not chromosomes right now, they are chromatid. So they are actually chromatids now. Okay, so any random red one can pair with any random green one. So if I mark A, B, C, and D, and if I mark here A, B, and C, D, okay, so A can go with B, B can go with C. Okay, the red one and green one, any random can pair. Here I'm ranking A, B, C, D here, and here I'm marking A, B, C, D. So any random can go with any random one. So here I'm writing that this B1 goes with this C1. Okay, this one is B and this one C. So what is the allele? The allele is for blue eye, blue eye. Okay, and here the allele is for dark skin color. Okay, blue eye and dark skin color. Okay, here you can make any random. Okay, here I'm making blue skin with D. Okay, with light skin color again. Okay, and here I'm making green with dark skin color and green with light skin color. Okay, any two random chromatids can come together. Okay, now here the amount is for 92 here. Okay, now there are 90, amount is for 92 chromosome, and here the amount is for 23 chromosomes. Okay, so here there are only 23 chromosomes here. Okay, 23 chromosome. Every chromatid is having amount of 1 chromosome. I'm not able to draw everything, and I'm not able to explain everything, because this chapter is actually the thing I'm teaching you is from your 11th class. That's why there is bit problem. I'm not in the mode to explain each and everything. Okay, you have to understand meiosis first, and then you can understand this in much better way. And if you are done with the 11th class cell cycle and cell division, then the excellent thing, you don't have to do so much for here. Okay, so for 92 chromosomes. Okay, so here 23 chromosomes, 23 chromosomes. Okay, or you can write chromatid. Okay, now 23 chromosomes here, 92 are distributed. Okay, 92 material for 92 is distributed in 420 and 4 is gametes. Okay, all of them are considered as gametes. These are gametes. Okay, here, yeah, black eye can paired with dark skin. Okay, hazel eye can paired with dark skin. Black eye can paired with light skin, and hazel eye can pair with dark skin. Okay, now these are gametes. You can see that both of them have DNA for 92 chromosomes, and now they are gametes. Okay, these gametes from father are known as sperms, and from mother they are known as ova or oocyte. Okay, now they are going to fuse in random manner. Okay, any gamete from father can fuse with any random gamete from mother. Okay, this is the fusion takes place. So I'm fusing this random one. Okay, I'm fusing. You can fuse any random two. There are random fusions. Okay, so how the children will look like, or the child will look like, I'm only talking about one. Okay, this one and this one. Okay, and this one and this one. Okay, now there are 23 chromosomes of father and 23 chromosomes of mother. So actually this is done for 92, but I'm not able to draw 92 here. You can understand that not possible to draw everything here. Okay, so you can go for calculations. Okay, so here I started, and the 2n number is established here. You can see the 2n number is established here. Okay, so I started with 2 chromosome from pair from father and 2 chromosome pair with mother, and both of normal human have 23 pair and 46 chromosomes. So I started with 2 chromosomes. Okay, I distributed them. Okay, and the new individual is again 2n condition, so I reached to 2 pair again. I started with 2 pair. Okay, both of them contributed their half number. Mother contributed half number of chromosome and father contributed half number of chromosome. You can see that how the contribution takes place. Okay, half number of chromosome from father and half number chromosome mother, and 2n number is established. Actually there are 23 pairs going to do this, or 46 chromosomes are, and the diploid number is again because they have pair. Okay, now this chromosome he is getting from father, and this chromosome is he is getting from mother, this chromosome getting from father, and this chromosome getting from mother. Okay, now he is going, or he or she, whatever the gender will be, so he or she is going to produce again gametes, and the process will be same. Now most important thing is look at the alleles, at alleles getting from mother and father. Okay, green from father and black from mother. Okay, and for skin tone, dark from father and light from mother. Okay, so the child will be black-eyed color. Okay, black and dark. Okay, black and dark. Okay, so you can blend so many of them. You can blend, and the the gamete can fuse in random manner. Okay, this one can fuse with this. Okay, so there can be random fusions, and there will be so many childrens, and all these childrens will look different. Okay, but sometimes they are getting alleles from their parents, and they look like their parents, and they can be different from their parents. Okay, now you can see that if these two are fusing. Okay, right now what I fuse, so if these two are fusing, okay, so there will be black color for eye and black color for blue color for eye and black color for eye. And here you can see that dark color, light color from father, and again light color from mother. So the person will be black color eye, black color for his or her eyes, because you know that black color is winner over blue color. Okay, so black color and light skin color. Okay, with light skin color. Okay, in beginning you have seen that neither mother or nor father is having light skin color. Okay, because both of them have allele, both of them have allele for light skin color. You can see that they have allele for light skin color, but actually the light skin color is not expressible because of this dominant one. Okay, the light skin color is not expressible because of this dominant one. And you can see that one of their child is light in skin color. So this is the light skin color allele is traveling, and it suddenly appear in generation, because when it come with another recessive allele, light skin color is recessive. Okay, dark is actually dominant, and whenever dark and recessive comes together, then dark will win, and recessive will only express in this condition. So this one will be black eye color with dark skin, and this one will be black eye color with lighter skin. Okay, so you can see that how gametes fuse and how there is variation. So any random chromosome can go with random chromosome. Okay, so you don't have to do with these 23 pairs and 46 chromosome. No, it is not done, and no one can do this. Actually, you don't have to explain this anywhere. You have to just understand this. Okay, this is the thing I have given you, just idea, and you have to consider this with 23 pairs. Okay, I'm only taking 2 pairs here. Okay, 2 pairs, I started with 2 pairs. Okay, and there are two, and I'm taking only 2 characters. One is for eye color and another is for skin color. And you have to consider with 25,000 characters. So you can see that how the blending occurs and why there is we are versatile, and why there is variation. Okay, now this is the same thing which I have told you. This is the thing which is provided by your book. Okay, that this is the condition, the first thing. Okay, these are 2 chromosomes, and these are again these 2 chromosomes. Okay, now this step says that they are going to be double. Okay, this set, and they are going to be double. Okay, they are going to be double. And how the blending takes place. Okay, and it says here, okay, these are 2 chromosomes first, 2 chromosomes here. Okay, these are 2 chromosomes, and here these are 2 chromosomes. Okay, and they are getting double here. Okay, and they are getting double here. Okay, and they are getting, yeah, I have to take green, double here, and they are getting double here. Okay, I recorded this video to make this more easier for you. You can see this so many times. Okay, now they are 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4, and the black ones are 1 2 3 4, and here 1 2 3 4, and the black ones are 1 2 3 4. Okay, and any random can pair with any another one. Okay, so here, okay, you can see how the pairing. Okay, this one, is A B C D, and A B C D, and here I mark A B C D, and here I mark A B C D. Okay, so any A can go with C, B can go with D. Okay, you have to choose one from this one and one from this one. Okay, pair, and they can randomly go with anyone. So same thing is explained by our author. Okay, here you can see that orange one are pairing with green one, and here the yellow ones are pairing with red one, and here you can see that orange are pairing with red, and yellow are pairing with green. Okay, I explained you this thing in much detailed manner here. They are making same thing, they are doing same thing, but actually this thing is in shortcut. So any random pair of chromosome can pair with any random pair of another chromosome. Okay, so here applicable for every individual. Okay, and we are not learning about the gender determination. So we have so many pairs. We have so many pairs. Okay, now the pairs get double, and there is a process which is known as crossing over. Okay, now first pair is determining eye color, second is determining height, and third one is determining skin tone or skin color. Now chromatids are formed like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one. Okay, this is first pair. Suppose this one is second pair, and this one is third pair. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in same manner, after crossing over 1, 2, 3, 4, now 4 gametes have to produce out of this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm writing the name A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. This is from first pair, this is from second pair, and this is from third pair, A, B, C, D. Okay, and they have different alleles. Okay, different kind of allele. They can have some of them carry the alleles of green eye, some of them can carry allele from blue eye. Okay, you have seen you have seen this full procedure. Okay, now it can be combination of A, it can be combination of B, and it can have the combination of D. Okay, A, B, D, A, B, D. Okay, so they can go in random manner, and there are 23 pairs or 46 chromosomes here, not here actually. Okay, at the beginning, okay, 23 pairs. Okay, with 46 chromosome and loaded with amount of 46 chromosome, the loading here 23 pair. Okay, 1, 2, 3 pairs, so 23 pair, 46 chromosome, they are considered as 46, and the loading will be for 92. Okay, here the loading is for 92, but actually they are separated here, so loading is double, you can see. Okay, and here 23 chromosome in each. Okay, 23 chromosome in each. So we start with 2n number and we end with n number. So here the loading is 92 for 92 chromosome, and they are distributed like this. So this diagram is explained here. I explained the full diagram, and it is just to give you idea. You don't have to draw everything, and you don't have to explain anything. But if you are getting this theory, then this question can be asked, that how gametes are formed and why the variations are created. So you can see that from two parents, okay, you can see how variations are created. Okay, so many types of gametes are produced, and you can see that how. Okay, this is just an idea. You have to imagine this for 23 chromosomes and 25 to 30 characters, and every character will have two alleles at least for one individual. For one individual we have two alleles. Okay, like this individual is having two alleles, black, blue and green, and this she is getting black and hazel. So you can draw this thing.